Hello and welcome, my name is Muzz and today I'm going to be giving you my impressions on the latest Battle Royale craze, Call of Duty Warzones. Now I'm going to be comparing it a lot to Apex Legends, that's just because it's the Battle Royale game that I play the most at the minute. First thing that you really notice with COD is the size of the map. The map is huge, which makes sense since there's a lot more players. There's 150 players in a lobby at a time, which is the biggest number that I've ever played with in a battle royale, and it can make for some great moments where you're traveling through, maybe in a vehicle, and get to a place and it's not been looted, but then you hear gunfire off in the distance, and then you run and get there just in time to engage. But my experience has been, there's been a lot of like lulls in the action, a lot of kind of nothing is happening, and I guess that's maybe just an issue with the way that my team and the way I like to play battle royales. I very much like to loot, try to get the best gear before going towards any opposition of any other teams that we know are in the area. I like that you can go in, pretty much all the buildings have interiors that you can go in. Some of the locations are very unique. You've got an airport, a TV station, you've got a military base, you've got ports, you've got the city in the middle, the train station. So there's lots of different, there's a lot of variety, a lot of different locations that you can go to, and yeah, they just feel, when you're in there, they feel just like a COD map with, you know, lots of corridors. Obviously it's more open, but I can't tell whether or not I enjoy it being a big map, because as I'll get onto, the gameplay is just so quick, or you get killed so quick, so trekking for, you know, minutes at a time only to get shot out of nowhere can be pretty frustrating. But it's got a lot of variety. When you're obviously in a good vein of form and you're enjoying the match, it is an enjoyable experience. One of the interesting things that they have tried to add, or they have added, is the goulash system. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but essentially, if you die, if you get knocked out of the game, you get put into this prison system, which essentially becomes like a 1 versus 1 match, where it's random weapons, random equipment, and it's a small map, and you have to try and win. And if you win, you get respawned back into the game, and your teammates don't need to pay for you to come back, which is interesting. It really adds, you know, a little bit more hope that even though you get knocked out, there's still an opportunity to get back in, and you don't necessarily need to rely on your teammates. I've been quite successful. I'd say I have a 60-70% rate in the goulash, so it's not bad for me, but I can imagine that it could be quite frustrating. I wish they would get rid of that cutscene where you get captured. Like, once you see it the first time, it's pretty annoying to see it again and again and again and again. But yeah, I enjoy that system. I think that's an interesting thing that they've done with the Battle Royale system, and added another step. I can't see it working in other ones. Like, I couldn't see it working in Apex, because Apex is probably easier than this Battle Royale to revive your teammates. But interesting system, I enjoy it. The gameplay with the Battle Royale, as I talked about a lot, if you played a Battle Royale, you know what to expect. A lot of looting, a lot of random stuff. You try to buy guns, you loot, you get better equipment, you fight other teams. If you win, you get their equipment. Yeah. And there's a circle that's closing in, which the gas looks very impressive, I will say that. And when you're in it, it really hurts you, which is yeah, I like that aspect of it, because Fortnite especially, I felt like you could hang about outside the circle too much, and it might have given you advantage because it's quite hard to look. But the combat is intense. It is very intense when you're in a gunfight, when you're in it, because you're almost limited. I'm going to talk about Apex in a moment. Well, because you're almost limited, you know, boots on the ground, you need cover, you die so quickly in this mode. You die ridiculously quick. If you get caught out in the open, you're done. Like, you have no way of dodging or getting out, which makes it a lot more tactical. You really have to think about, you know, if you're going to run across such a land, or do you have someone covering you, or do you see cover that you can run from, run cover to cover to. But yeah, enjoy the intense combat. It's not as dynamic as Apex, which makes sense. Apex movement is so good, it makes COD feel so sluggish, which I know is fair, but because COD is going for like that more realistic take, whereas Apex is obviously a bit more out there. But the movement, like just jumping over stuff in Apex, the slide, compare the slides, oh, the slide in COD is so weak compared to the slide in Apex, feels so satisfying in Apex. But there is things to make it more dynamic, you know, there's the kill streaks that you can buy, there's the RPGs that you can buy, so there is things that you can make it more exciting. But where COD wins is the intensity of the combat, you know, it's a lot of concentration, a lot of focus here. You really have to try and figure out where the enemy's going to be, anticipate, and then, yeah, enjoy. Again, the combat, if you watch my beta video for Modern Warfare, I enjoyed the combat immensely, but the gunplay was excellent, and the sound design is very, very good in this. However, there is one major flaw, and I think it's kind of ruining the game for me a lot, because it's this loadout system. So basically, what it means is that you can play the multiplayer, and if you played it, you can bring in your loadouts from the multiplayer, which to me, as someone who hasn't played this game, doesn't own it, seems a bit unfair, because if you get someone who knows what the best guns are, knows what the best loadouts are, knows what the best systems are, you can essentially either sit and wait for one to randomly drop near you, or you can buy one and just have it come down in your position, and then you have access to your whole loadout. Obviously you need to find ammo, which is easy enough. Ammo is quite easy to come by, but I just feel like that gives a distinct advantage to people who have played the game for longer than it would for, say, someone like me, and I don't like that. I like battle royales. For me, are all about being on an even playing field, and it kind of devalues looting, because if you've got your class and you've got a piece of equipment that or you've got your class and you've got all your equipment that you know work, why would you go looting? You're just gonna sit, wait potentially, and just try and ambush people, which has happened to me a lot. Also, people who are hiding in corners, man, please stop. I don't understand this. It's a battle royale. Like, Fortnite had it a little bit, Apex not so much, thankfully, but this I've come across, there's a few times, countless times now, in fact not countless, like I want to say 30% of the games that I played, I found someone who was just sitting in a corner or camping, basically. Like, it's a battle royale, get out there, explore the world, loot, don't hide in corners, please. I'm trying to think of other things. I've run out of things on my list. I like the contracts. The contracts, again, add a little bit more to your experience. Kind of liven it up a wee bit when you're maybe feeling like it's getting a bit boring. You can accept the contract. These are like kind of mini missions within the game that help you get extra money. I think there's only 3. If there's more than that, I've not done. Basically, there's the bounty one where you get an enemy team as a target, and if you kill that enemy team, then you get money for it. There's opening supply crates. It shows you 3 to open, and it takes you to. It's quite a good system for looting actually, because it shows you some good loot, gets you some good loot, and gets you some money at the same time. And then the capture the objective one, which is the most dangerous one, because when you're capturing it, a flare goes up, so it essentially alerts everyone to your position. But I've never experienced anyone attacking that, so. But yeah, I'm unsure if I'm going to continue playing at Warzone. I mean, there's parts of it I enjoy. I've enjoyed playing matches, especially when you go off, when you get some kills, you're rocking. The gunfight, intense. The sound design just adds that little bit more to each gun battle because it's so good. But I feel like there's a few things that I'm a bit iffy with, and it'll be interesting to see. Will it? I don't know if it will take over Apex in my life. I think Apex is far superior in a lot of different ways. Like the movement, the combat for me is more enjoyable, more dynamic. Mainly because you've got more options, you've got special abilities that you can do. But I'll see. I mean, you never know. This could be one that I could just play it, you know, once every couple of weeks and just enjoy it like that. But anyway, that's my impressions, that's my thoughts on Call of Duty Warzone. If you want to let me know what you thought, well, leave a comment down below, ring the bell, subscribe, do all that good stuff. It'd be much appreciated.